Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Hunter Classic. Long time no see. We're gonna chit-chat about everything that kind of happened and why I took August off, but I figured it'd be as good of a time as any to come back, hit up Redfeather Falls. I have the crossbow with me. We're gonna go visit some bear barrels. I'm entered in a bear competition for black bear, and I've also brought along the creator weapon for Mel's Gaming because I've bought it, I owned it for a while, and I've just never found a good hunt to take it out with me on. So I think today is going to be that hunt. We're going to take Mel's weapon, and I'm going to head up north here on Redfeather Falls. I'm up towards the little small cluster of swamps in the northwest, and I have two bear barrels out here. One of them is just about due northwest of me, and the other one is slightly more northeast, so we're going to visit both of them. I have a double tree stand at one and a ground blind at the other, but we'll see if we can't run into some blacktail, maybe some moose on the way, maybe some elk. They're not as common since I am so far to the northwest, but not all the way past the swamps. We'll see what we run into, but it's mostly going to be focused on black bear today. Now, as I kind of creep through the woods here on the way up to the tree stand for this one, I did get a call from a bull moose. Ooh, he looks really decent. He's probably close to 200. Yeah, 170 to 245. His weight's not max weight, which is totally fine, but he's definitely up there, so I might stick by this tree and just call and wait till he gets closer. But as far as what happened, now, I found out at the end of July that I was pregnant. We were very excited, as, you know, we've been trying to start a family for about a year now. Very excited. And then we had some stuff happen that I'm not going to get too detailed about, but that prompted some sooner rather than later medical appointments to just kind of check on some stuff. And then we found out early to mid-August that it was actually an ectopic pregnancy. And you can, you know, Google search what those are and what that means and anything you want to about that, and I'm not gonna stop you. But, and they're without some type of medical intervention. So, you know, we dealt with that physically, emotionally, mentally. We chose to do injections instead of emergency surgery when we found out, because I was, you know, days away from starting back up at my job at a school. But we're okay now. It happened, and with how everything happened, I essentially had the best case scenario for finding out and dealing with the ectopic pregnancy. You know, I've still got some stuff that I have to deal with medically for the next few months, but otherwise, I'd say that I'm like 99% back to normal and feeling pretty good. And I'm genuinely excited to come back to content and like have something to focus on now that I enjoy. But we're moving on, so I'll be done talking about it now. That way anybody else who wants to see the rest of the video can see. And it's unfortunate that the people who chose to skip didn't get to see me take the shot, but we got a moose. He's a big boy. Let's see if he's over 200. And if he is over 200, we're gonna take a picture. Let's see. Double lung, 517, 220. Oh my gosh. That's like the top of his estimate. He could very well be a new personal best. I think he's gonna get taxidermized and he's gonna get a trophy shot. Because who doesn't love a big moose to add to the lodge? Maybe if we could face the camera. There we go. Nice. Alright. So we heard a buck grunt. No idea which direction it was, because we were in the photo. Guess we could just call. and see if it calls back and where it calls from. But yeah, I'm really excited to be back to content. I'm glad that I took the entire month off, but now that I'm back at work, since I didn't stream or do videos this entire time, so now that I'm back at work and I have like my afternoons free on Mondays and Wednesdays because, you know, we had to stop stuff, I was like, man, I'm bored when I get home. It's 9 p.m. my time, and I'm pretty sure I filled these barrels at like 2 o'clock. And there's a 4-hour IRL time to wait, I believe, for them to start working, but I could be wrong. We've got a bear who's come back. He kind of snuck over that ridge top, and I didn't even notice him. Male, 15 to 21. Pretty good. Wait, so he is just a touch closer. Perfect. We'll sit tight, see if I can't get a couple more bears at this spot, since he kind of surprised me just creeping over the hill there. And then when we move to the next bear barrel out to the west from me, I'm gonna try to find something cool to use Mel's rifle on. I hear a bear. Do not see a bear yet, but I can hear one. There we are. 14 to 19. Let's see. I know I can shoot through the tree stand. Step forward like a step. There you go. Perfect. I hear footsteps. A bear? Down the hill this way? Oh, I just see it. There you go. Right there. Perfect. I did switch seats in order to see her, but I think what I'm gonna do is call for that moose, switch back, and then continue to sit tight. Looks like our moose has finally started to crest the hill. See if I can't get him past these trees and get an idea of how much of the opposite score he was to the first one we saw today. 65 to 140. Yeah, no, he's definitely going to be lower in weight and score. No doubt about that. I think he'll probably be our last harvest here at this barrel, and then we'll get out, pick up our 3 bears. Yep, 3 bears, and this bull moose before we head to the west and hit the other bear rule. That's a bear somewhere. But if I can hear you... Where's the bear? Oh, I see it. Just barely. If I don't drop him... There's the bear. Have a female. Oh, so it's slightly more worth it to get the moose. Slightly. Not by much. But slightly. Alright, I think I actually just saw him go down. So it was a good hit. I'm gonna get out of the tree stand. Start. I think the bear at the barrel was the best one. We'll start with these two. Let's see what we got. This was a male. Let's see. Glacier fur type. 17. Not bad. Not the greatest. But that did start to count for the competition, which, if I remember correctly, it's the combined weight of my heaviest 3 males. Or maybe it's just combined weight of heaviest 3 bears. I'm not 100%. This was the female. Another glacier. 12. Okay, so it must be just highest weight of 3. This guy should be fairly decent. Pick him up. Black bear, male, 18. A little bit better. Not fantastic, but a little bit better. Alright, so currently I am position 7. I would expect this guy to score around 109. Somewhere in there. We'll see. You scored 90. Alright. Smaller than I thought. Alright, I'm gonna use some camping supplies to fast travel to the campsite where I do have a tent. A little bit closer than, you know, where this would actually be. We're gonna walk down through the swamp to that ground blind. Now, oh my gosh, you scared me. You know, since I'm far enough away, let's just see what it sounds like. Ooh! That was a really nice crack. I like that a lot. Huh. I'm definitely gonna be shaky with it for a while since it's a new weapon and I've never fired any of the other 30-06s to have any skill with them, but it's got a really nice crack to the sound. I like it, and being a bolt action, it still gives me some degree of a magazine instead of being single shot. Pretty nice. That could be a very fun moose weapon. A little on the low end for them, but still could be very fun. $128. Not bad. And now I officially have 1 harvest with the 30-06 Stetson bolt action rifle Mel variant. Got a bear creeping up. Oh. So close to a good hit. That moose has taken off too, which is kind of unfortunate. Pretty. Well, I have been able to confirm I have 1 bear down. We now have this doe coming in. Along with a moose. Really thought that was going to be a good hit. That's unfortunate. I thought that was going to be good. Off they go. Seems to be all does. I don't think I'm that concerned. Oh, there is a buck. He's pretty small. Maybe we'll get this guy with a crossbow and then take Mel's rifle for another spin and try and get that blacktail. But for right now, I think we're just gonna try and get this black bear. And I think we definitely need to consider switching this ground blind back to a tree stand because I just seem to make better shots from above. When I'm on the same level as these things, my shots are not that great. Oh, come on. That looked perfect. Alright, well, I'm gonna exit the blind switch to Mel's rifle. Start off crouched. See. Hit, I think, the third time. Yep, sounds pretty good to me. I know I don't have anything this direction. I've already marked a lot of the other stuff. But for him, let's mark this tree that I think he's nearby. And let's go run around and pick some stuff up. We have a chocolate bear with a liver shot, 18.5. Not too bad. He bumped me up a full position. I didn't check what weight he was. Got some more over this way. Pick you up. 2 hits. 22.44. That's a really, really nice black bear. I don't know if it was personal best, but my previous best bear in my lodge is only a 21. So this guy is not only better and bigger, but he's going to the lodge. He's gonna get a picture though. Oop, we're onto the water. There we go. That'll do. Ready. I still have more to pick up. Seems he didn't weigh enough to change my stance of the competition, but we're gonna keep running around. We've got at least 3 more things to pick up. So I've got blacktail buck that we got with Mel's rifle. Looks like a body and then a hind leg, unfortunately. But a 111, so at least he cracked the triple digits. Chocolate male body, 220. That's a heavy bear. 19.6. Does that bump me up anymore? It does. Hey, we're in 3rd place now. Glad that I found it before I headed to the lodge, but I think that will be the last thing that I stay out here for because, oh boy, has this been quite the hunt. We've now spent 4 hours in-game, which is 2 hours IRL. So I think it's time we fast travel to the lodge. Alrighty, well now that I've gotten everything placed and in my lodge, let's take a look at the first thing we got today. So I've got 2 moose up here. They're both 220s. My previous best was a 220.2 from White Rime, but now I have a 220.6 from Redfeather. A little over a year between the two, not too bad. This guy's definitely got the lighter color to the antlers, but he also was a lighter color in his fur type. This guy's pretty dark, which is a lot easier to see if I go upstairs. This is where we ended up tucking away the 22.4 black bear. My previous one was a 21.9, so we've made a 0.5-ish increase. Not too bad. Pretty excited about that. But a nice addition to the lodge. I'd say it's filling out quite nicely with lots of large animals. I definitely need to do some more bird hunting, and I definitely need to do some more hunting for these medium-sized wall blacks and the large wall blacks, because I definitely have a few of those to fill out. But it's nice to come in here, and as you can see now from this angle, this guy from today was definitely a bit lighter, both in antler color and fur type. But it's nice to visit the lodge every chance we can and add some stuff to it. But I appreciate you all for hanging out with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm really glad to be back. And I will see you next time. Bye.